Hello everybody, it's Wendy here. In today's session I want to talk about signs from Spirit and our guides. We're always asking, I hope we're always asking to get help from the other side, from the spiritual side, but we also need to have some signs because we're just humans running around here trying to cope, and so you can ask for signs. One of the most powerful signs that you'll get will be the numbers, and I've had people talk to me about the fact that they keep seeing the same number over and over again, repeating. And I want to explain to you that that is Spirit speaking to you. I tend to get 11 and 22. I'll get it, I'll wake up in the middle of the night, it'll be 1:11. I'll look at the clock, it'll be 7:22. And I will just have repeating this number. It doesn't matter when I look. I'll look on the computer quickly and it'll be the 22 or the 11. When you start to get your numbers and you'll get to know, I know someone else, a friend of mine, she gets 14 all the time. She goes to hospital, she's in bed 14. Her birthday was on the 14th actually. So that she just keeps getting 14. And that's her spiritual number that connects her into her spiritual guides. It is rather comforting to get these messages. When I first started getting it, I didn't understand it, but now I do. I usually say hello. How are you? Thanks for being there. Thanks for everything you do. I always try to make my connection back because they're saying we're here. When you're going through a very difficult patch and you're really struggling on Earth, often you get the signs will come very quickly, and you might get 3 or 4 days where it's just continuous. You just keep getting the numbers everywhere. See it as a good thing. See that they're with you. See that they're helping you. See that the connection is strong and getting stronger. When the numbers come, you can also ask them to help you with certain things. It's a good opening. The numbers come and just tell me, ask me, get someone else to ask me. Other people will also tell you, and that's a good thing to realise, because they will have messages for you. So people will often be used as your messengers. So not only are you getting the numbers, but you can actually get particular answers to your questions. For example, you might be thinking that you should be doing more exercise, and you meet your friend and she asks you whether you're going swimming lately, and then you go somewhere else and someone goes like, oh, did you hear the pool's open up the road? Do you want to go for a swim? So you keep getting the same messages from other people. Spirit can't actually turn up at your front door in real life sometimes and will tell you the message, but so they will use other people to give you the messages. So if you clue in, you will actually, to conversations with humans, you'll actually better see how they're giving you a message. Usually, if I'm not getting something, I ask my guides to tell me if I'm not getting it from somebody else, and then somebody else rings me or tells me. So signs are something that we do between us and Spirit, but you can set up things that will help you. I also ask when I wake up in the morning, can I just know? And I will. I'll wake up in the morning and I will just know. Because at night we often go and sit with our spiritual guides in a little area. I've seen that happening, and we're going to have a little chat to us, and we have a little chat to them, and then when we wake up we know what the answer is. We always have guidance. It is always there. Never think they ever desert you or leave you. If you're a bit of a pain and you're not listening, they will step back, but as soon as you step forward, they step forward. They don't actually leave you completely unless you really do something which is, they realise that spiritually right now you're just not in that space. So everyone has guides, everybody has access to the information if they want to follow it or not. That's where you come in. If you don't want to listen and you think you know everything and you're always right, you'll find that your spiritual guidance will be rather wasted on you because you will just ignore it. And I've seen lots of people ignore it. I do readings, so I can see people ignore it in the reading. So I'll always say, well, that's what I got for you. Now you do whatever you want, because I know they're going to do whatever they want. They'll just not, they'll come for the guidance, but they're not going to follow it. Being headstrong and having a lot of ego will also not help you connect into Spirit. You have to let go of your ego, and you need to listen. That's the most important thing, that you need to listen, because they will tell you but you have to listen. And that's where the energetic part of improving your listening skills is spirit. So I'm doing this podcast because they are actually always signaling us, they are always talking to us. So we have the numbers, we have the messengers, we can also have the dreams, the psychic dreams, where they'll tell us in dream form and we'll know that's a message. We often have what I call a dress rehearsal before in the dream. For example, you might have a chat with somebody in the dream and then a little bit later you actually connect with them and you do deal with something with them, but you've already done it once. So it was a sign that it's coming, so you are actually ready for it. You're ready for that occasion. You're ready for that to happen for you in your real life. We can cross over the dimensions. Once your awareness is stronger, you'll find it's you feel more close. I think I feel more close. I always thank them. So every time I get the idea or they keep popping in that they keep showing me the vitamin C tablets or if they talk about vitamin C, I always say thank you. You also need to act upon what you're being told. The spiritual world is with us and we are with them. The problem they have with us is that we don't acknowledge them and we don't listen. So if you come into that place where you start acknowledging them more and listening more information comes through. It's almost like we make the connection stronger and stronger, and then it becomes easier and easier. So the more they can connect to us, it's like the more we can connect to them, and it gets better. Our connection is better. Sometimes you can also get signs through movies or songs. The song plays or the movies are on and they're saying something in the movie, or the movie's about something in your life which is triggering it and you're realising you need to go and do a little bit of work on that. I've watched movies thinking they were a movie about some certain thing and then finding out that intertwined in the movie was a whole lot of stuff that I'd gone through, which they didn't write that at the beginning on the back of the DVD or in the little preamble. So I was taken by surprise, but it was actually a good thing because it made me have a look at something. My favourite ones are the numbers because they're so clear, and I really like it when I get the message from a few different people or I ask for help and then someone rings me up and gives me help. I particularly have that with my friend Drew because we're very telepathically linked. So I'll be praying to God for help and I'm feeling a bit desperate and then he'll ring up and then they'll end up just dealing or telling me what he's getting from Spirit. He's a very good channel. You can also have friends who are good channels in that way. Some of your friends are probably very psychic and spiritual people, so they'll actually give you the message, not by you them asking them directly perhaps, but it'll just come into the conversation and they'll be there. The phone calls are also messages. When we're having a hard time, Spirit will often get people to ring us. When I was first doing the readings and I wanted to do a lot more work, and if I didn't have any readings for a while, I'd carry on and being a bit cranky about it all, and in my kitchen about, nobody comes and I want to work, and then within like an hour I'd get this phone call and say, oh, hi, it's Joylene here. Are you still doing the readings? I knew that was Spirit. I just knew that. It was like a shut up. We'll shut her up and we'll get someone to go to her house. So they've got a good sense of humour, They see us down here. They know it's hard down here. So they're also always trying to make our life better. Enjoy getting your signs. I do. It's a very good confirmation, even for me, and I have strong belief and faith, obviously. But even me, I'm just a little human down here with all my problems and issues. So I find it really hard to deal with some of the things. And so when I get the signs, I do feel really reassured, even if it is, 4:11 in the morning that I wake up. It's still reassuring. I'm sending you lots of love and light, and I hope you start to look more clearly and hear more clearly, Spirit, and get your signs too.